Now, before anyone worries, I'm not giving up on my art. It's still a huge part of me and it will continue to be a massive part of me. I'm just doing a little shift and almost recentering myself around what it is that I want to do and what it is that I need to do in order to kind of prioritize my well-being. So I've been a freelance artist for 2 years now, which is amazing. And it's, been the best 2 years of my working life. I've been able to create things for other people. I've been able to make art and it's all over the world now, which blows my mind. I've even got a little map where I just kind of put pins in to say that that's where my art's gone. What's more wholesome than realizing that people all over the world now have little parts of you with them? There are a few reasons why I've decided to stop selling my art. I'm not going to get into all of them, but the main one really that's coming to light for me now is that I've spent a lot of my past couple of years as an artist creating artwork for other people and chasing sales, which is a dangerous thing to do if you are an artist. I've diverted too much away from making art for myself. I've done it more so this year. I mean, I've made more art this year for myself than I probably have done in my entire life. But I've spent too long really creating artwork which I've tried to sell. If you're a freelance artist, a big part of being an artist is selling your artwork. They kind of go hand in hand, and I feel dreadful. I feel really bad that I've made this decision to stop selling my art. I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling like a failure. I'm feeling a whole host of negative feelings that I'm trying dreadfully hard to reframe. There is much a consensus all over, really, and it's something I felt for a long time, that you can't be an artist if you're not making money from your art. This is the thing that I'm trying to tackle with this video, with being open about this, is that I'm feeling this dreadfully, that I'm not good enough to be an artist, or that I'm a failure because I've decided to take a step back. But how I'm reframing it is that it's taking a step back in order to prioritize my well-being mentally, and to also, learn some new skills, perhaps focus on, I'm focusing on the art that makes me happy, but maybe I can go back into selling my art later down the line. I don't know. The priority for me is the well-being side of things. It's putting myself first and giving myself the energy that I need to keep going. And when I can focus on prioritizing myself, it means I have so much more energy to help others. I would be lying to you if I said that being a freelance artist and selling your art is easy. It really isn't. It's a difficult thing to do. It's possible, and I have done it. But I've spent too much of my life, too much of my time in the past couple of years really focusing on making the money rather than making the art. And I think that's a big part of the problem, is that I've focused so much on how can I make a sale, or how can I chase, the clients. Instead, I should have just been making the art for myself. And that's where a part of this comes into it. I've gone, right, I need to take something off my plate. And the first thing to give for me is the whole making money from selling my art side of things. And it feels like I'm letting people down. It feels like I'm letting myself down. And I don't want people out there who are trying to make a living from their art looking at my situation and thinking that it's a blanket cover and it will apply to you as well. It's not the case. I've got other things that are kind of at play here for me. It's not just the mentality side of things. I've got other things going on that are leading to the need to stop selling my art as well. So my situation is not the same for you. Don't feel like because I'm stopping that you should stop. I don't want anyone extrapolating from the situation and thinking, oh my God, well, if she can't do it, then I can't do it. That's not the case at all. I've done well, and I've done well enough that I'm happy with my achievements through selling my art. as a freelance artist. I just know that I could get myself into a real kind of unwell state with my mind and my mindset if I kept trying to pursue it. And really, I need to take that shift and start thinking about how I can make myself feel better, and how that means if I can make myself better, how I can then go on to help others as well. Selling your art is a lot of trial and error, and it requires a lot of determination and dedication. There's no two ways about it. It's a tough road to go down. Any self-employment is a tough road to go down, not just art, but any kind of business thing. It's difficult. It's not for everyone, and I'm working out whether it's right for me. There are times where I'm like, this is going so well, I'm so happy. And there are also days, there are too many days really, where I spend it going, am I going to make a sale? Am I going to make a sale? And it always works out fine. It always does. But too much of it's spent on chasing the sale that I just need to go and refocus, recenter, and learn some new things and try out some new things as well. So it is a step back, but it's not a step back as in 2 steps forward, 1 step back, as in taking that step back is somehow a bad thing. It's more taking a step back and going, right, let's evaluate. Let's see how I'm doing. Let's take something off my plate so I can learn and try some new things. By taking something off my plate, I've now got so much more energy, or I will have so much more energy to focus on helping you guys. There's going to be more time to create YouTube videos. There's going to be more time to focus on the Inspiration to Creation Collective, which is the membership I founded, or the collective that I founded to help fellow artists to just feel good about themselves. I can talk for days to my friends and family about the struggles that I'm going through as an artist trying to succeed in this world. They are always so helpful and so supportive. There are just times where within myself I feel like I can't express it properly because they're not artists and they don't understand these certain aspects of it. And that's why having this collective is so important to me. And it's so important to me that I can then funnel my energy into it more so that I can help artists like yourself feel like you have people who get you and who understand you. And in return, I have so many artists around me now in this collective who are all so brilliant and have so much to give, and I can lean on them for support, and realizing just how valuable that is for so many of us. Now that I'm discussing this with people and I've put it out there, a really good friend of mine said something that really helped me kind of get to grips with this whole taking a step back thing. And it's, what does a catapult do? It pulls back before it launches. It's an essential aspect of being a catapult, is it needs to draw back before it then propels whatever it has to propel forward. And that's how I'm trying to see it now. And that's how I hope you might see it if you're in the same situation as me, is that all you need to do, taking a step back isn't a bad thing. It's just helping you gain some momentum so that later on you can come back and you can take it on with full force. Because I don't know when I'm going to sell my stuff again. I don't know, how it's going to be. I can't see that far in the future. And that's part of my stress, is that I can't see that far in the future. I don't know if it's going to work out. So I'm just going to take that step back. And in the future, once I've gained more skills, gained the headspace for it, then I will launch myself forward and it'll all come back and be back with a bang and everything will be great. That's my hope anyway. My shop is still open until middle of January, early middle of January, because I've got a few things that I'm finishing up and I want to give people enough time if they want to buy from my shop to buy those things before I close those doors. Because I realise just shutting them right now wouldn't be the most helpful thing. And honestly, I've got so much stuff lying around that I want to get rid of before I make this decision. It would really help to kind of clear my stuff out, give myself time to clear things out before my doors close to my shop. The interesting thing is that since I've announced that my shop is closing, there are more people coming out of the woodwork. And that's a really wholesome thing, because I'm seeing how many people are there. They're just in the rafters or just behind the door that are so excited to support me and my art that I couldn't believe it because I didn't see it or I didn't accept it before. And now that I get to see it, it's a really kind of inspiring and motivational thing. So thank you to everyone who's bought so far. Things are selling out, which is wonderful. That's the first time in my life where things are selling out. It's a crazy world. selling stuff as an artist. It can be really good for some people, and for some of us, the small businesses that do have to battle with, you know, mental ill health, it's something I've been through. It's trying to find a balance. You know, my anxiety, my depression, they have been rife from time to time in the past kind of few months, and I'm realizing that, you know, now's a good time. Now's a good time to, you know, take everything that's coming into play, and allowing that shop to just naturally close its doors until I'm ready again. So I'm going to focus on YouTube. I'm going to focus on the Inspiration to Creation Collective. If you want to come and join us and bring what you have to offer to the community of artists, I will love to meet you. You're so special. I really want to encourage you, and I really want to help funnel my energy into making it a really nice place for all artists everywhere to feel empowered and to feel like they mean something. Even if they've decided that selling their art isn't right for them and they just want to feel like they can create stuff again, come join us. It'll be so great to have you. Everything is in the description if you want links or whatever. So thank you so much for watching. So I'm just really glad to have your support, and I hope you understand the things that I've said and that they make sense to you. My art's still going to be here. My Instagram's still going to be here. My YouTube's still going to be here. Still going to do newsletters. I'm still going to do my Inspiration to Creation Collective, where I help other artists, and you guys can help each other too, because you guys have so much to offer. That's not going away. I'm just taking a step back from the whole selling my art thing and chasing the sale thing, because it's right for me right now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again for the next video. Bye guys.